Hello truckers, welcome back to American Truck Simulator with Realistic Economy. We're in Boston, Massachusetts. It is time to snooze like we always do to start the episode. That's because we got to see how much money we make overnight. Just shy of $70,000, the bank account $69,160. I kind of forgot what our drivers are doing at the end of last episode, but let's go ahead and take a snooze. We can get up first thing in the morning and find a load to go somewhere. Well, it looks like we brought in just about $3,000, which is not too bad. Drivers are leveling on up. So, hopefully, today we can maybe find a load that goes somewhere that has a dealership. Maybe, possibly. Let's go ahead and dive into here. And I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to do some searching on the job market. And I'll bring you back once I figure out what load I want to take. And because I'm going to do some searching on what cities have, well, a truck dealership. Well, as you can see, I left the parking lot, and let me tell you, there was not many jobs at all leaving Boston, and not a lot of places that we could go had truck dealerships. So, the job we're taking first today, which by me saying that, where the heck is all this traffic coming from? Are you kidding me here? It's 6 o'clock on a Friday morning here in Boston, and the traffic... Okay, they got stoplight. Yeah, so we're going to take a short journey first thing. And then see what they got going from there. I tried looking for something going somewhere. They had a dealership or even going past one, and it's just not there. So we actually headed over to Walmart, I believe is where we're going. And our load's only going to Hartford, Connecticut. A very short jaunt. And hopefully we can find from Hartford, Connecticut going somewhere. So there was one load that was going somewhere, but it was going all the way to Arizona. So that would have been like 3 days-ish of traveling. So, and kind of going back the same direction we just came from. And I kind of want to go down the East Coast, so we're going to see what we can find here after we go to Hartford, Connecticut. But this morning when I drive around Boston, and I think it's only like 150 miles, or is it 200 miles, something like that? I don't think it's even that far. I think I'm getting mixed up because I was thinking about going to New York City, but no, we're going to Hartford, Connecticut. That's where we're going. I'd like to go a little bit down the East Coast. So I should mention I did try to get a hold of the mod author for Realistic Economy to ask about the garage, upgrading it, being $100,000 rather than half the price like it was for purchasing the garage. And honestly, it's only been 12 hours since I tried to reach out to him, so I'll probably find out later on. If I find out before this video goes live, then I'll post a comment of what they reply to. Let's go here. And freight market, yep. And like I said, we're only going to Hartford, Connecticut. Like I said, yeah, it's only a 100-mile journey, so not too far. Nothing too exciting. Where is our load? It's over there. So with the money we got and the trading value of the truck, yeah, we're getting up there to where we can definitely afford a decent upgrade to a different brand truck and a better engine. As for chassis and transmission, all that stuff. Wait, which? I almost forgot which railroad mine was. Wasn't paying attention. Yeah, what was I saying? I have no idea. But yeah, we're just looking to change up trucks, what we're doing. I was thinking actually a little bit of maybe not buying a truck and just upgrading the Volvo truck that we have. But nah, we're going to go ahead and save up some cash to do so, getting a different brand. And let me just scoot on out of here. Not going to bother checking the map to see which way is shorter, because being on the coast-to-coast map, and we're only going 100 miles, I don't think there's going to be many different options for us to go. Alright, and away we go. It's a 100-mile journey, like I said. So no time flat, we'll be in Hartford. Looks like I'm going to be going past the garage that's available up here in Boston. One thing I didn't check is how much weight is this? Why can I not start first gear, really? What weight do I have on this thing? It's not even 25,000 pounds. Alright. And of course, we're not getting paid a good amount because it's only 100 miles. But you know what? That is not bad for 100 miles, getting paid 512 bucks. Hello, Mr. Headquarters. Let's get rid of that as well. And we're all set. 30 miles an hour through here. And where am I going in Hartford, Connecticut? We're going to Walmart there as well. Okay, no problem. I don't know why traffic has stopped over there. Maybe I should just pay attention to my own lights. Yeah, so I was searching around. There was only like 9 jobs available for us to take out of Boston to anywhere. And I was checking all the cities like, do you have a dealership? Do you have a dealership? And there were some that were not going as far. I mean, we could have, like I said, they had a load to go into Albany, New York, Syracuse, New York. We just actually came through those cities. So it's like, no, we want to go a different direction. I kind of want to go down through the tri-cities of New York City, Philly, you know, kind of through that area. And nothing really caught my eye, so it's finally like, you know what, let's just take the shortest one that we have and get there and see if we can find a better load out of that city. Meanwhile, kind of heading down the direction we kind of want to go. So who knows where it's going to take us out of Hartford. We'll find out here in a little while. I just got to get out of Boston so we can start chewing down some of these miles. But the only thing it is allowing us to do by not finding a truck dealership is the company is getting a little bit more cash in the bank, which allows us, when it does come time to buy a truck, we should be able to get, I don't want to say everything that I possibly could want in the truck, but most of it, I would think. The essentials, as we're calling them. Hopefully we're leaving the city limits. Yep, leaving Boston. Which means the speed limit will increase. And we can jump on the interstate and get a flying down to Hartford. I didn't even see what time the trailer should be there, but we should not have a problem with that. At least it's another beautiful day up here in the Northeast. It was raining a little bit last night in Boston before we went to bed, so... But nothing while we're driving, that's for darn sure. Of course, I say that, there are some clouds in the area, so who knows, it might be raining here sometime soon. But yeah, I'm really so focused now on getting the truck because I am excited to finally jump into like a new truck at some point. But I really want to start working on saving up the cash to buy another garage and get another driver, a trucker and driver going. Start bringing a little more cash to the company. I mean, the company is doing rather well. The drivers are doing as well. And of course, they're bringing in a little bit more money. Of course, the more they level up, the more money they'll bring in. Alright, so got to be careful what lane is going to be closed, if any. Looks like the right lane's closed. At least that's what the road signs say. Come on, dude, get on over. There you go. Slow down to 55. Typical work zone, a lot of cautionary signs, a lot of vehicles, but no one actually working, it seems like. It's just the way, it seems the way it is. So the biggest thing I'm definitely going to focus on when we purchase our truck is definitely the engine. Not to say this 500 horsepower engine is not doing well enough, but going from 500 to 605 horsepower, which I think is probably the max horsepower we're going to be able to get. As for the base game goes, that is definitely going to help us out quite a bit. Going up hills and starting locations, especially with the gear ratio, transmission that I select and all that stuff. At 37 miles to go, we're going to chew that time pretty darn quick. So I did have a request, I think it was in the last episode. The last episode hasn't been live for too long, but there was a request to kind of go through Pittsburgh. I mean, if I can't find anything where I would like to go, then maybe we'll try to squeeze through Pittsburgh at some point. The thing is, once we leave the Northeast up here and head back, I want to start heading back towards the SES maps. Just because, since we're only doing like one episode a week, by the time I get back there, who knows, the Wyoming map may be coming out, so I want to be around there for when it does. But I really haven't heard no release dates or anything like that for Wyoming yet. I've been rather busy, so I may have missed it. I'm not saying they have announced anything, or they haven't. I just, personally, I have not heard anything about a release date whatsoever. But we do know after Wyoming, it'll be Texas. I wonder if they're going to release them kind of like back-to-back. Texas, that's a big challenge right there. That's a big flipping state to be doing a map on, so it'll be interesting to see what SES brings to the table for Texas. 4 miles to go, so I'm going to assume next exit is what we're looking for. Matter of fact, I'm just going to get right on over in this lane here. Well, I'm doing 75 and a 65. I may want to just tone it down there a bit. Connecticut welcomes you. Do they? Let's go get this load dropped off and go, brakes. I think we're fine. I've not seen that trailer before. Sorry, just staring at the GPS, just making sure I don't miss a turn. Oh, this trailer seems to be acting just a little bit weird on the truck. Maybe I've been playing too much Farming Simulator the past day or so. I'm expecting the truck to stop a little bit quicker than it's going to. Alright, GPS is bringing me here. Am I to turn into here? It doesn't say, it says Supermart, welcome to the market. I mean, this looks like the Walmart. And apparently this is where the load's going. Take it a little bit slow in case I hit an invisible wall through here, but... kind of tight quarters in here. Don't reverse, please. Yeah, I'm not liking this setup I have going here at all. The back of my trailer is not anywhere close where I want it to be. And that's not going to work at all. Oh no! Well, this is tight quarters in here, so this is not going to, I have the blind spot back it in. So let me go. Turn this around like this, and then back it all the way in, which is going to really suck, but you got to do what you got to do. Now, I'm not good at this at all because the mirrors on these trucks are not the greatest. So if I don't say nothing for the next minute or two, you can kind of understand as I'm watching that mirror. Yeah, now I can't see a darn thing. Although I think I'm in the slot I need to be in, but I'm going to have to square it up a little bit better than that. Although I will say, years ago, the mirrors on these trucks were a lot worse than what they are now. There we go. Now we can kind of see what we're doing. I wonder if this is close enough to being accepted. It is. Get it squared up. There we go. Alright, park and brake. We'll turn the engine off. We'll decouple. Then we'll get paid our $500 and some odd dollars. Yeah, we'll skip the results. We kind of know. And we'll hit continue. Alright, let's go to the job market here. And we are in Hartford, Connecticut, as you know this by now. Alright, we got a load going to Texas. So, wait, what time is it? 8 o'clock. So I got just a little over... complete brain fart here. I got like 8.5 hours left on my clock is what I need to say. Savannah, Georgia, I won't get there today. Yeah, not many loads going out of here either. Burlington, Vermont, don't want to go there. Boston, Massachusetts, we just came from there, so neither one of those are good. Wilmington, North Carolina, they may actually have a dealership there, but the wait is just way over. Savannah, Georgia. Wow, not many good choices. Not many good choices at all. And there's no short runs either. Well, I mean, I could go back to Boston, but let's not do that. And I don't want to go to Burlington because that's... Yep. Don't want to do that at all. Okay then, so these are our choices. Yeah, nothing interesting at all going out of here. Now, if I were to go... That's Arkansas. Alright, so it's not quite down the East Coast that we wanted to. I kind of want to go down more the East Coast, but it's not too bad. And you know what? By doing this, I mean, Savannah, Georgia would be down the East Coast. But I tell you what we're going to do, because someone wanted us to go through Pittsburgh. So we're going to take this load here for you. How about Hot Springs, Arizona? Plus, we do get paid almost 40 cents more per mile, so that's not too bad. When do they expect it there? Sunday. That gets to be 2 days. And I should be able to get that load there in 2 days. Except, who knows? We're gonna go through Pittsburgh. Anyways, let me set my GPS for this. And let's get back on the road here. Too bad I just can't jump right through that fence line, but... Let's get out of here, and let's go pick up... What am I picking up? I forgot now. Was it cars? Am I picking up cars? And away we go. Just 1 mile, but 7 minutes to get there. Really? I'm stalling in 3rd gear? Oh, come on, traffic. Don't you just hate those people when they turn left somewhere and there's like a big opening and you can almost like get 2 or 3 cars to go through, but that lead car is like, no, I'm going to wait. I'm going to be that cautious driver that just gives up way too much room. So, yeah, on the way down to Arkansas, I'm pretty sure we could pass a dealership somewhere. And who knows, we may... Come on, dude. When we find a place to rest on the way down there, who knows, we may be stopping in a city that has a dealership. And we can drop off our trailer and trade in our truck that way. It's always a possibility. But let's see what the rest of today brings. And right now, today is bringing us green lights. And I do believe we're going to Tesla. Alright, give me that job offer to Arkansas, please. Hot Springs. Alright, we'll take the job. And our trailer is... So, oh, it's right there. I'm like, it should be right here somewhere, I would think. Nice and gentle when you back in. Don't go too fast. You'll get the kingpin right over. You'll have to get the kingpin hopping right on over. Alright, we are coupled. Let's put the parking brake on. And we're going to go ahead and check out the world map here. And we're going to change where we are going. I wonder how many miles it's going to add, though. That's the only thing. If we go... up to here. Hang on a second. I forgot to look. So it's, we'll just say 1,230 miles. But if I go, that adds 200 miles to the journey. If we go, yeah, that's not really going through Pittsburgh for you, is it? How about if we go? See, that adds a lot of miles as well. Wait, are we looping around here? What the heck is that all about here? Wait, what? Let's see here. If I do it like this. Well, it does add some mileage to it, but it will bring us through Pittsburgh. Then Columbus. Is there a dealership in Pittsburgh? There's a garage in Pittsburgh. Yeah, there isn't much in Pittsburgh. I'm telling you that right now. At least, let me rephrase that. There isn't much of Pittsburgh on the coast-to-coast map. Any other cities I might be going through? Indianapolis. Do you have... Well, they do have a dealership in Indianapolis, and it looks like it might be a Kenny dealership. So, we're going to do that for you. We're going to go on through Pittsburgh, and then Indianapolis, and then just before east of St. Louis, we're going to head on down to Hot Springs. But I don't know how far we'll get there today. So let's start, let's get on the road here. What's the weight of this? Just shy of 21,000. Careful of hitting all the new cars around here. Sneak out of there. Like, why won't you let me go? Why not go left on that road? But my guess is I got to get up on the overpass. So probably going this way would be the best way. Alright, on the road we go. Now I just looked down to... wait, is that the money I brought in? Yeah, it's the money I brought in. Like, okay, I thought we were just shy of 73,000. How do we get over 73,000? I just brought a load in. I always forget my load that I bring in. Like, where'd that cash come from? Stupid, you delivered one. So, by going through Pittsburgh, we do add a couple hundred miles on our journey, but that's fine. I don't think it's going to get us past the date and time that they are waiting for the load. Like I said, it should get there by Sunday. And they're expecting it Monday? No, they're expecting it Sunday. Sunday morning. Yeah, this should be fine. We should be fine. Thinking about it in my head, like, are we going to be fine? I think so. Like always on the Coast to Coast map, we'll be doing a lot of interstate, so the miles should just come right off rather quickly. I think it's like 12, well, now it's 1,400. I should be able to get that done in 2 days. Oh, misshift. It's not good for the engine. It's okay, we'll be trading it in here at some point. Alright, so on the road, and we're headed to Pittsburgh for you. How about that? Yeah, I'm not sure how much we're going to see when we get there. But we're going to be going right through the heart of Pittsburgh on the Coast to Coast map. And start making our way towards the West Coast once again. Only 55 miles an hour through here, apparently. There we go, 65. Get out of this lane here. So we're on the I-91 heading southbound, so eventually I think we'll get let's see, what interstate would that be? I wasn't really paying much attention. Wasn't paying that much attention at all what interstates would be taken. Well, GPS will lead the way. So, like always, not really knowing how far we're to get today, somewhere around 2 o'clock in the afternoon, we'll go ahead and tell Cindy to get her her little GPS out, and we'll start figuring out how far we can make it today and where our rest area will be. But other than that, for the rest of the day, we're just cruising along here, enjoying the scenery of the Northeast. Nope. Where's that bus? Oh, missed gears everywhere. Always seems to be when you get in the left lane to pass vehicles, it's like, guess what? In about 100 yards, you need to take that exit. Luckily, everyone on the interstate was nice to me today, let me get pulled over so I can get on the correct lane. We'll get way over here. Just in case that 3-lane turns into 2, so that guy can have room to get over. Go, let's get back up to speed. So probably be on the I-95 all the way down to New York City in that general area before we start heading westbound a little bit. There we go. Get up to at least 71, somewhere around there. And now we'll cruise. Not much traffic around here for 9:30 on a Friday morning. Looks like they're all heading northbound. No one behind me either. No one in front, no one behind. The road is all ours. So I think, if I remember correctly, at the end of the last episode, like we always do, we were checking on our drivers. And I do think a couple of them had some long hauls ahead of them. So probably not going to have much money coming in today, but in a couple of days worth, we could see some deliveries being done that are worth like $3,000 to $4,000 a piece maybe, which would be very, very good. And we're going to need that because after we trade this truck and buy ourselves an upgraded truck, we got a long journey to go before we can purchase a garage and then purchase a truck and then hire a driver. And I'm not going to bother purchasing a garage until we have the $225,000-ish Because no sense of buying a garage if I don't have a truck to put in there and a driver to put in there. So I might as well wait until we have all the cash. And as we know, it's been a while since we bought our last truck and hired a driver. And we're only up to $73,000 in the bank account. So it's going to be quite a while before we get up to $225,000. It's definitely not worth, as far as I'm concerned, upgrading a garage for 100 grand when I can buy a smaller garage with 3 bays for 90,000, is it? Just checking my fuel tanks. I was like, I did fuel up at the end of last episode, which I did, so we're all set. We're good to go there. Get off here. That car. That's twice today that I've not had luck with the off ramps. Back over into this lane, hopefully. Actually, I could be, no, Philadelphia, Pittsburgh. I-78 apparently is what we want. Now, if I remember, there is an interstate up here. I don't remember which one it is, though, but it's nicely done over, but so far it doesn't appear to be this one because it is rather barren through here. Absolutely nothing to look at. So this is why probably in the future on the coast-to-coast map, I'll probably just stick to the southern part of the coast-to-coast map because most of those areas are done over nicely. No vegetation or anything around here in this part. So let's get a better look at the load that we got going here. So we're going to Hot Springs, Arkansas. We're going to get paid we'll just say $4,500 for the load, which is it's pretty darn good actually. Going to Union Pacific, not that I'll remember that by the time I get there. Question is, how far will we get today? And where we get to today, is there a possibility of trading in this truck and buying a new one? Well, possibly. We saw a couple areas that had a truck dealership. Well, we saw one area that had a truck dealership. The question is, I'm not gonna just stop at a city because that's a truck dealership. It better be where we're resting up for the day, or at the location that we're at. Looks like we're entering Pennsylvania. And I like Pennsylvania because their speed limit is a little bit faster, which allows me to go a little bit faster. Definitely want to chew into those miles. Hopefully I'm not getting off at any exit here. That's Philadelphia. You gonna get back over there, dude? I know it's a cop car and all, but I think we're good. Unfortunately, this does not look like the interstate that's done over nicely. see what happens when we get to Pittsburgh for you. Set up the old cruise control. So as long as we can chew into the miles and get down to like 750 miles to go today. Like today's Friday. Oh, okay, yeah. So yeah, I was counting my days wrong. Today's Friday. I should be able to get the load there by the end of Saturday, and they don't expect it until Sunday. Don't worry, that's our loan payment of $3,600. It's not a speeding ticket. We're all good. Yeah, so we got plenty of time. Plenty of time. I was losing track of what day it was and what day I need to be there, and I can't count, apparently. So, yeah, Sunday. That should be plenty of time. But still, I would like to get this load there by the end of tomorrow. That way, when we start on Sunday, we have a fresh start. Fresh start to go somewhere. More hours, we'll have Cindy get out her GPS and find out roughly where our rest area will be tonight. And everyone's fingers are probably crossed at this point of hopefully we're stopping somewhere that has a dealership, unless it's a Volvo dealership and then we'll be purchasing a truck. We'll be trading in this truck for, I guess we'll call it an upgrade. I have no idea what truck we're going to buy, but either way, it'll give us different scenery from inside, different paint job, a whole bunch of stuff. Now, eventually what I might do is once we get a baseline of vehicles and whatnot, so like even this truck that we're going to be getting, whatever truck that we will be purchasing, I may go ahead, if I get some time, it's been a while since I've done this, but I may go ahead and throw my paint scheme on there, and because we're going to be driving in that truck for a while. Like I said, we got to save up $225,000 to buy a garage and start hiring more truckers. So what I may do is slap one of my paint schemes on the truck. That way we have our own special paint scheme to drive around in. It's been a long time since I've done one, so hopefully it's not too difficult. I remember. I'll probably make it kind of simple. As long as I keep following the road signs above us as we go here, since Pittsburgh, we should be all set, right? Oh, but I was looking, I did mention I messaged the author for Realistic Economy trying to find out upgrading the garage, should it be at 100,000 or you know, why did they leave it there? The other thing I noticed is when I hit level 20 as a driver, that's when you can borrow up to $2 million. So right now we have a $1 million, well, we have two $500,000 loans going. So when I hit level 20, I can borrow another $1 million. I don't want to borrow more than what we already have. So no, I'm not going to go ahead and borrow another $1 million to make payments. It'd be tempting, that's for darn sure, but yeah, I want to go ahead and keep it the way it is of $3,000 payments. What we may do is I may go ahead and just take out, I think the max loan actually I can take out is a $500,000, so taking out a $1 million loan is having one loan payment instead of two, so cutting back on loan interest. Yeah, so we're going to have to wait on that. Yeah, now you want to get over. I could have swore this was the interstate that was done over a little bit better. But like I said, it's been a long time since I've been up here in the Northeast on the coast-to-coast map. A long, long time. At least 18 months, maybe even 2 years. be kind of neat if I could make Pittsburgh today, which I would assume we could. Because we already gone through, I think we passed Philadelphia, and I don't think it's a 4-hour drive. It actually might be pretty close to a 4-hour drive between Philadelphia and Pittsburgh. Been a long time since I've made that drive myself, so I don't remember. A long, long time. And I'm wondering, by the time we get to Arkansas as well, being a decent size or distance journey, that might be even enough to level us up from level 17 to 18 as well, which means put another point into, I think we're doing high value cargo now. I think we maxed out on Fragile. I have 5 stars or points into long distance hauling. I don't think I need another star into that, although it would open up a lot of opportunities, but really I think we can do, what, 3,000 miles now, which is almost from coast to coast anyways. Not quite coast to coast, but good enough. That covers a broad area, although it seemed kind of weird being in Boston and Hartford, Connecticut. There wasn't many opportunities for us to go anywhere. Very limited on the loads that we had. Well, at least now that we're kind of halfway through Pennsylvania, we're starting to get a little bit more of the scenic stuff. Wait, are you telling me, do I have to get over? I should honk your horn for good luck in a tunnel. Although the other drivers may not like it. I'm a little nervous because I don't know why that road sign was telling me to move over. I may have missed something there. At least we got some vegetation in around here and it's not just flat and open spaces. Junction to I-70. I think that's what we're going to be... Oh, that's what we are going to get on, I think. Are we not? If we are, I should be over in this lane anyways. Let's get over to this lane. And no, we're not. At least, I don't think I am. Way station ahead. I think that's what those were for. I don't remember this actually, this part of the coast to coast map. This looks definitely different than I remember it being through here. If I've ever been on this road before, hard to say. But apparently that way station activation thing is not working, or they don't care if I pull over, or what. So we're gonna zoom on through. And that does bring up a good point, passing a way station with rest areas. It is 2:30 in the afternoon, and yeah, we're getting ready to go through Pittsburgh. I mean, Columbus is probably somewhere, if I put this here, but that's not going to show me because the next checkpoint is actually up here. I have to check it again after we go through Pittsburgh and get back on the I-70. So yeah, we're going around the long way, but you know, someone wanted me to go through Pittsburgh and we're going to do that. But it looks like there was plenty of rest areas along the way over to Columbus, so I think we should be able to find something relatively in our 5 o'clock range. So I hope you're not going to be too disappointed with Pittsburgh, but my guess is it's not going to be what you're hoping it would be. Because most of the cities up here, the northeast part, are pretty much placeable cities. So basically what they do is they kind of like copy a city from, I don't know, let's just take Phoenix, Arizona, and they'll just like plop that city down here somewhere and just rename it. It's kind of what they do, paste cities. Speed limit is way down, of course. I wasn't expecting to go that slow, but 35, that's going to kill me. We'll cruise at 37. How about that? So I don't think you're gonna see like any landmarks that you would probably see in Pittsburgh, but then again, I could be wrong. And that's another thing that I probably should talk about is landmarks in American Truck Simulator, and that also is ETS2, Euro Truck Simulator. Actual landmarks, sometimes they don't put them in games because of copyrights, which seems kind of weird. I think I remember going way back when I was driving like through Paris, and I was like looking for the Eiffel Tower, and I asked about that. I think that was when Pro Mods had it, and yeah, they talked about, well, yeah, copyright, so they can't put the Eiffel Tower in there because the Eiffel Tower does have copyrights. So yeah, so to find actual landmarks of certain cities or whatnot, if they got copyrights to them, you can't put them in games unless you have the rights to do so. So once we get around Pittsburgh and get back on the I-70, we'll have to get back on the map and see what rest area we're going to choose today. But it does not look like we'll be getting anywhere to where we'll be able to pull in somewhere and buy ourselves a truck. I hate to say it, but I think we're pretty much through quote-unquote Pittsburgh at that point. So much so, I'm going to take the chance and just step on the throttle a little bit. It's doing 35 through here. It's starting to get to me a little bit. Yep, there is our checkpoint that we have. So we're on the north side of Pittsburgh, and we're going to be looping around the west side. Get on this side, because that way when I go to merge onto the interstate, it'll be a little bit easier for me. Let me get way out here because I got the pedal to the floor and I don't want to let it for anyone. Like I said, once we get back on the I-70, we'll go ahead and check our map and see what rest area we're going to. Got a couple of trees that are getting awfully close to the interstate here. I was was going to say, hopefully that those branches of these trees are not clippable, because that would really, really be a sad thing. Actually, we only got like another hour on our clock, so I don't think we're not even going to get close to Columbus, Ohio. So I better start checking here. So I got like another hour. Well, right here. Can I mark that? So that checkpoint is in an hour and a half. So that's going to be close enough. We're going to have to rest there. The only, I don't want to say bad part is, it's not that big of a deal really, is there is no fuel station there. So usually we gas up when we get done for the day. But that's like an hour and a half out, and we got like an hour or so left on our clock, so that's where we're going to have to be. Going to rest up at a way station. But the good news is our fuel tank will allow us to get a little ways the next day, so there are a couple fuel stations along the way. I think there was one near Columbus, Ohio that we could probably, I'm really hoping none of these trees are clippable, because we are getting kind of close. But yeah, there was a couple fuel stations I think I saw. There we go, back on the I-70. So I have a funny feeling you're going to be disappointed in Pittsburgh, and you should be, because I'm pretty sure you're expecting a little bit more than that. But I brought you through there. So in about maybe 5 years, when SCS finally gets to the Pennsylvania map, I'm pretty sure Pittsburgh will be done over a little bit better. I don't know, I said 5 years. Do you think it'll take them 5 years to get that far over here? It's been 5 years already, right? Yeah, about 5 years, but we have talked about this before. When American Truck Simulator first came out, we did have 3 states, which are California, Nevada, Arizona. Actually, Arizona wasn't actually part of ATS when the release came, but that was a free DLC when it finally did come out like a couple months later. And slowly some states came out, but lately the states are coming. We're getting like 3 or 4 states. Actually, probably just, let's say 3. We're not getting 4 a year. But we're getting like 3 states a year at this point. And the states out west are a little bit bigger. The more you come east, the states seem to get smaller. So, yeah, who knows what they're going to do when they finally get to the East Coast. They might be releasing states in multiples. So we're already at the I think it said way station arrive. So with the hammer down, we're getting there pretty darn quick. And I got to stop there anyways. That's almost like it's perfect. I mean, it's 10:05, so yeah, the end of our day is here, and we got to stop at the way station. So yeah, this is where we're spending our evening. I hate to tell you, Cindy, but there's not much to do here at the way station. It's pretty much. We'll get in back of the truck and we'll play some cards tonight. How about that? Alright, let's find a place to go ahead and park up. And once again, like I always do, I kind of forget to take a screenshot, but always happens. We'll pick this one over here. I probably shouldn't be parking underneath the light post because birds will just rest up there and crap all over our truck. But that's where I'll be resting tonight. So not too bad, I guess. Not really where we wanted to be. How many more miles have we got to go? Does that say 858 miles to go, huh? Well, that's okay. So I don't think I'm going to get too So let me go ahead and clear that off. Yeah, 858 miles to go, so not going to quite make it there. Let me go down to Hot Springs here for a second. So there's not a dealership in Hot Springs. So if I were to guess, because we can't quite make it there, I would assume this is a truck dealership right here in Little Rock, but I don't think I'll make it that far. Just checking the cities that we're going through. And guess what? Yeah, I'm just not getting luck. I mean, I guess I could swing into Indianapolis and get a Kenny. Although it does say Kenny, but is that what's really there? I don't know. I don't know. I have to think about it. I mean, next episode, I may just swing in here because, I mean, we can just take an off-ramp, come into here, grab a Kenny, drop off our trailer, pick up our trailer, and get back on the road. We might be doing that. I'm saying Kenny because that's what it says. It says Kenworth here, but who knows? Might get there, and it may not be. But anyways, let's dig out of that. We don't want to look at that. We want to go do our driver manager thing. That's what we always do here. That's an interesting trailer it says I have. Harry P, he's got 64 more hours on his trip, so that's going to be a little bit. She's got 41 more hours, 39 hours, 22 hours, 44 hours. So you're the only one that's going to get a load done in the next day or so. Let's see, you went from Knoxville, Tennessee to Tucson, Arizona. That could be like a couple $1,000 trip that you're making right there. Money being made per day. You can actually see some drivers are making, actually, this driver right here is making more money than I am per day. How about that? But I'm making more per mile. And I should be making more per mile because, not just of my rating, but because I don't have to pay myself. That makes sense? I don't know. It gets kind of confusing that way. But overall, we're at $70,000 on the bank account. Pretty much kind of like where we started the episode, just shy of $70,000. Yeah, the profit per 7 days, that's going up and down because depending on how far our drivers are going, yeah, we may not make no money. Like tomorrow, we're just going to get one load in, and the rest of our drivers are going to take a couple days to get a load in. But possibly tomorrow, or I should say next episode, yeah, if you see me getting off in Indianapolis, you know I made up my mind that we're just going to go to that dealership, drop off our trailer, we'll trade in our truck, and get going on the road. I'm going to say, but if you follow my channel long enough, I'm going to give you a percentage here. I'm going to say 90% chance I pull in and we trade in the truck because I've been waiting to do it for so long. But then, you know, the next episode will come and be like, you know, let's just wait a little bit longer. But I think it's time to trade in the truck because we've had it for a little bit. The next truck we'll have for quite a while, that's for darn sure. Let's go ahead and get back to us in the parking lot. Got not much to do around here, Cindy, so yeah, get out, stretch your legs for a little bit, and then we'll get in the back of the truck and play some cards tonight. That's probably just about it. But anyways, that's going to do it for today, guys. Hopefully you guys did enjoy the episode. I do appreciate you watching. As always, I'll catch you again right here in American Truck Simulator with Realistic Economy. But until then, have a good one.